Welcome to the Chelsea news in 5 minutes. No waffle, no BS, just straight to the point. And let's get into the game last night. That's more like it, Chelsea fans. Leeds 0, Chelsea 3. And yes, Leeds went down to 10 men, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Chelsea started the game brightly. They looked back to their old selves and were good, were focused, were sharp. Took the lead for a great goal from Mason Mount. Doubled it up with a goal in the second half from Christian Pulisic. And then Romelu Lukaku got the third. It was a dominant display from Chelsea. Yes, Leeds were down at 10 men, as we said. But before that, Chelsea were excellent. And Mason Mount sets a record last night. The youngest player to get double digits for both goals and assists in the same season. And he breaks the record from Juan Mata. Juan Mata was 25. Mason Mount 23. Great performance from Chelsea, much needed. We now extend our lead over the Arsenal. They play Tottenham tonight in a massive game over in North London. Let's hope they kick lumps out of each other and they both draw. And that will pretty much seal our top four finish this season. Of course, there was a massive blow in the game, and it was Mateo Kovacic with this horrid challenge from Dan James. James felt aggrieved earlier in the game because he didn't have a free kick go his way or felt like he was fouled. It was a disgusting tackle from Dan James, a straight red card. The Leeds fans and management couldn't believe it, but I'm sure they saw the replay at half-time and saw just how bad it was. Thomas Tuchel has said it's now going to be a miracle for Mateo Kovacic to be featured in the FA Cup final. Chelsea are going to try and wrap him up in cotton wool and try and look after him and to see if we can get him match fit or get him somewhere near the team for the FA Cup final on Saturday. Liverpool's had a major blow with Fabinho being injured. We've had one with Mateo Kovacic. We wait on N'Golo Kante. Will he be fit? We're not sure. We could see Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho as the starting two in the final. News on Erling Haaland. As we know, he's going to sign for Man City, and there's been plenty of focus on that. Chelsea had the opportunity to do it last summer but chose to sign Lukaku instead. There was reports that Chelsea were looking at Erling Haaland this time around again, bearing in mind the sanction, but now with the new ownership, who will be spending a lot of money, Haaland was an option. But according to the Chelsea scouts and the feedback they gave on Haaland, Chelsea decided against going for the move for Haaland because they feel as though his playing style might not suit the Premier League. Now that's a little bit hard to understand when the guy being sort of a bustling, bruising centre forward. But they explain that in Germany, teams play a much higher defensive line. And it's easier for Haaland to get in behind and to just dominate. Whereas in the Premier League, when the teams that are outside the top four, top six, come up against the likes of those teams in the top four, top six, they like to play deeper and drop back. And that goes against Haaland's playing style. I don't agree with it myself personally. It's just a report that we've seen here. But I think Haaland's going to score goals wherever he goes. And the fact he's going to Man City is going to make it even harder for everybody else to wrestle that title away from him. What do you think? Do you agree with those Chelsea scouts? I'm not sure I do. Finally, Chelsea have agreed a massive £20 million a season shirt sleeve sponsorship deal to replace the current deal with Hyundai with company Whalefin, who are owned by the Amber Group based in Singapore. The deal is absolutely huge and will come into effect next season. Now, a lot of people are talking about the sanctions and Chelsea can't announce this and Abramovich can't get any profit. There's reports this deal was already agreed back in January before the sanctions come into place. And it's a massive deal. There's also reports that Chelsea are looking to replace 3 as the main shirt sponsor. All we've had over the last couple of months is doom and gloom about Chelsea and Chelsea won't survive, Chelsea this, Chelsea that. I think what you're going to find now is that the new investment, the new owner is going to splash the cash. Chelsea's new shirt sleeve sponsors will invest £20 million a season. There'll be a new shirt deal. Chelsea will be, if anything, better off than they were when they first were sanctioned. Can only be a positive. We need to invest in our playing squad and all the other areas around the club and develop the stadium, but expect big, big moves this summer from Chelsea to replace those outgoing players. And the question for you to finish this video, do you think Romelu Lukaku will be one of them? He was outstanding last night, looking sharp, looking hungry, and he expressed a little message to the TV cameras after he scored his goal last night. Lukaku's words were, "I'm back." Is he? As he forced his way in for the FA Cup final? Hopefully. Anyway, that's it from me. Just a 5-minute news update. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, drop a like on the video. And if you like the idea of this, no waffle, just straight to the point, subscribe to the channel and spread the word for me. But most importantly of all, along with subscribing, hit that like button because it puts it out there to more Chelsea fans to see the content. Let me know what you think about anything discussed in the video in the comment section, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.